Officially recording. Yay. All right. Well, welcome to the Robert Enciu show, basically. Good name. My name. Robert Vlad Enciu show. RVE show. Maybe. All right, let's share screen. Well, this is going to be, it's going to be like last time. Hopefully, there's no sensitive information. To be fair, I feel like already ways to improve. Just speak like you're speaking to no one. All right, let's go to the BBC News like last time. Because to be honest, I actually don't keep up with the news at all. Apparently, someone got killed like a couple of weeks ago. Now men can't go outside. I'm playing. New mastermind. I don't care. All right, cool. What's the big news? Give it to me. What do I need to know? 1 year of lockdowns. That's been. I'm actually interested to see the ramification. Am I? Well. I wanted to know what the suicide rate was. I wanted to ask my friend, it's like, what do you think the suicide rate is? It probably increased, right? Realistically, lockdown isolation helped me come out as LBGT. That's cool. Racing games, sports. Where's the juicy, retarded politics? How Iceland clamped down to conquer coronavirus. I mean, if she survives coronavirus, I think fucking inspiration. Has Sturgeon emerged from the crisis unscathed? She is the bitch from Scotland? Yes. For the last few weeks, Nicola Sturgeon has been under more pressure than ever, than any other stage in her career. Cool. Some of that is down to criticism of her political opponents, much of it down to the man who once her close down to the man who was once her close ally, Alex Salmond. Bro, my brain power. No, it's actually not as bad as last time. Like last episode, I was a little bit more meh. My brain's a little bit more. I'm gonna say lucid, but I actually don't know what lucid means. Lucid definition. Express clearly, easy to understand, or literally bright or luminous. That makes perfect sense, I guess. Lucid. But yeah, my brain works a little bit better now. It's been 2 months in which I have been semi-productive. And by semi-productive, it's like quasi-ish 30% productivity. Like if you start out, if you're like here and like the goal is here, I'm like here. So it's kind of like, ooh, 30% of the way there. That's not bad, right? But it needs to ramp up. Exam season. Sort of stressful, but not even because it's like last year. So it's like, bro, just get this over and done with. It'll be interesting not to have literally an institution behind me. Because, basically, in my first year of sixth form, after my first year of sixth form, I got kicked out. And that was such a dramatic day. We got the results. So I got an A in history, A star actually, and then E's across the board. So A in history, but E in like economics, biology, physics. Oh fucking how can I forget physics? That was the most fun failure I've ever had in my entire life. We were all in it together, just bunched up little retards, trying our best. Yeah, but like, yeah, but that was it was an interesting day because basically, if my brain actually allows me to remember, what are you? What do I need to actually do? All right, whatever. Basically, on the day we got the results. I was like, oh fuck, because you needed to get D's and above to actually stay in the sixth form. And I looked at it and I was very, because I felt good about the A. I was like, ooh, that's cool. But everything else was bad. So I was like, huh, well. I was literally like, well, it was the first time failure was so tangible. Quite interesting, actually. Like, it was the first time I've done really bad. It's the first time I fucked up and there was no way to hide it to my mom. Because to be fair, that's always been the way I've like looked at failure. To what extent is it going to impact not my relationship to my mom, but more like just, bro, can I hide this from her? Can I fix this? Is this fixable? And that was a bit of a biggie. So I was like, oh, well, I had to tell her. She did her own thing, Romanian immigrant parents, single mom too, bro. You could just imagine. Oh my god! So I didn't want to go back home, and me and my friends that like, like 40% of the friendship group failed, which was nice because at least I wasn't by myself. Oh, thank God, Najim, bro. Thank you. It was so stupidly funny, but like, yeah. So we went back to my friend's house. Darkness started coming through, just clouds, rain. We went back to my friend's house. That was like the place to like hang out. What the fuck are we gonna do? We just hanged out. We just hanged out. Thought of a plan. Havering. Havering was the plan. What else is there to do? And bro, like a couple of hours later, I just had to go home. And that was a dramatic day. But yeah, that was the first time technically, even though it's not, because like when I came to this country I didn't have an institution behind me, but like, well, I was 10, like what the fuck. It's not like, bro, I just didn't have like my mom would fix everything basically, right? Like I come here, if I don't go to school, I don't really go to school. I'm 10, I give a fuck, really? Not really. I'm a little malleable thing, like I'll just, whatever happens basically, right? Like I'm 10, but like then I was 17. I was like, fuck. And I remember feeling very, it was like I was scared, but like weirdly free. Just, well, there was nothing to hold. There's no safety net. There was nothing. I was like, wow, this is what like to be a. It's what it's like to be a normal human being. Because people don't have fucking a school. Like you can't just call the school and be like, bro, I'm feeling really bad. Can I get some therapy? No. What? No. Pardon me. Pay for it. How? How am I gonna do that? Okay. So it's rough out there. But like, yeah. I'm imagining it's gonna be somewhat similar. Hopefully with a more happy ending. But at this point, eh, eh, eh. But we'll make it happy. At least we're having somewhat fun. Finished one of my modules. So if you guys want to know how you can use your circadian rhythms to have a better life, just don't be retarded. Go to bed. Don't use your phone before bed. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. We'll go more in depth, maybe even later. But anyway, I don't really know why I said all that. Is this me venting? Is this my subconscious? First minister position been for weeks. Who cares, bro? Just have your referendum if you want to already. Who gives a fuck? Where's the juicy stuff? Where's the death and destruction? 7 enduring anti-lockdown claims fact-checked. Endearing? I was like, endearing? Oh. Here we are a day later. The world is shut down for a 99.9% survival rate. Is it? It might be kind of right, but like maybe not. Maybe remove this number and like 99.7 or some shit. One recent estimate showed that overall, on average, 99.3% of people who caught corona survived, according to statistics by University of Cambridge. I would say that's somewhat of a reliable source. We'll open it up anyway. I opened it twice. Oh, okay, whatever. The death rate is much for old and vulnerable people. That's right. Let me outside. I'm not vulnerable. Why should we all be inside? and look out the window and like want to be outside? Why can't we just have like a small minority of people and they can look outside at us having fun and we'll wave to them with a smile on our face? Yay! No, no, just me. Yes. About 10% of people symptoms. Oh, I was talking about suicide. 200%? Well, that's a biggie. The only reliable recent data available on suicides in England from the University of Manchester has found that rates have not risen during lockdown. Hmm. Oh, so this was the claim, but this is the reality. Stay-at-home orders and the economic impact of the pandemic have undoubtedly taken a toll on people's mental health. However, shared posts saying suicide have gone up by 200% during the pandemic are false. Or are they? What is your data to prove this? That is wrong. But what is it? What was suicide rate before? Wait. Suicide rate, UK. Let's look at 20. Can I just see a graph over time? I'm sure if you put our brain together, oh, this tells you by area. Huh. Jesus Christ. Whatever this area of the UK is, it's sad. London is around here, which is not that bad. These people are happy, wherever they are. Wales. Like Northern Wales is happy. Is this Northern Wales? Is this where like Liverpool and fucking Bristol are? They kill them. They're Northerners. They kill themselves. It's cold. It's sad. It's nothing to do. Their Geordie Shore version, like coming to Newcastle. What's that stupid Geordie? Geordie Shore? I can't spell. They're fucking trash TV. Is this shit still going on? Bro! Oh my god. Season 20. Terminology. Suicide prevention. Alright, cool. I don't. Yeah. So I don't care about suicide. I don't care about suicide right now. What have been the effects of the suicide rate? Not a weak phases why the story of blah 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 blah. First, though, it's important to stress that the graphs and figures that are used to answer these questions are not dry data. They represent real lost lives. Yes, yes, cool. We've added humanity to it. That's nice. No suicide rate, whether high or low, failing is acceptable. Yes, cool. Even before COVID-19, there were over 6,000 deaths by suicide per year in the UK, an estimated 800,000. Can I just note the information I want, please? From the, from the earliest days of the pandemic, there was a concern that suicide would rise. It wasn't hard to see where the risk might in England. No, I need to keep reading out loud for you people. For the people listening to this as a podcast and not looking at my pretty face on the video. Well, to really sum it up, they're not telling us. But to be fair, at the same time, I'm not reading. One country has reported a different pattern. They've seen a rise. Oh, then a fall. So they saw a fall, then a rise. Most marked in women and young people. We really do be killing ourselves a lot. Jesus Christ, dude. Yet the public narrative dominated by alarming claims and predictions, suicide and self-harm are escalating. It is an epidemic, a tsunami, not only misleading but potentially harmful to people who are already struggling. One notorious tweet claimed 200% rise in suicide rates was reposted 31,000 times before being taken down. I guess it is misinformation. You should technically take it down, but that's a whole other debate. And I don't even use Twitter like that. I don't even care. How do we square the evidence on suicide with the surveys and call charities are telling us? Just tell me how many people died, bro. What's this? Oh, they're giving me R values? Bro, what? Look at that. East of England is so good. What? Southeast is even better. London? Oh, it's the median. Okay, let's look at the median because that makes more sense. 4.7, 4.5, southeast. So, where is this southeast of England? Map. And then you click on map. Scroll out, scroll out, scroll out, scroll out. Okay, southeast. So around this area. So like Londony, but like Canterbury, like Brightony, I guess. Colchester. Bro, everyone from Essex is too stupid to kill themselves. They have Towie to watch. And first, well, I was gonna say First Dates, but I love First Dates. That's a good show. That's not a retard show. It's only a tad bit sad. Southend on Sea. Alright, cool, whatever. I've had enough of COVID, dude. I don't care. Who are the victims of the US supermarket massacre? Yes. Yes. Juicy. A police officer, a store manager, and food shoppers. Well, this is like an introduction to a movie. A police officer, a store manager, and people shopping for food. The victims of the shooting rampage in Boulder, Colorado have nothing in common except that they're all buying groceries on a Monday afternoon. They range from 20 to 65. Who is this? Colorado Governor Jared Polis during a news conference on Tuesday. I would do an impression of him, but I don't know what he sounds like. I wish I. Nah, cool, bro. Don't do that. All right, fine. I wish I could stand here and promise that the pain will heal quickly. What else is he gonna say? But like, okay, but it won't. At times like this, it's hard to see the light that shines through the darkness. Inspirational. Officer Tally, a father of 7 children, joined the police force at the age of 40 after leaving a job in IT. Why the fuck can you just do that? That's so stupid, man. How can you be in IT, a job that's like, well, let's not lie to ourselves. Your physical fitness is probably going to be very bad. And then you get a gun to shoot at people that are quicker than you. Like, bro, just like do the service. I mean, do the service, do the servers and shit like that for the police. That's cool. Just sit down and just go to the gym if you want to be active. Why would you be a police? Why would you allow someone to be a police officer like this? A 10-year police veteran. Fine, sure, fine. Died charging into the line of fire, probably very slowly. Don't do that. All right, Eric. Prove me wrong. Be an athletic 51-year-old. Oh, it's you. To be fair, for 51, not terrible. There's people that are like 25 that look worse than him. Can I see your physique? All right, enough. Enough. He died charging into the front line to save people who were simply trying to live their lives and go food shopping. That's cool. In an emotional news conference, his fellow officers shared how when one of Officer Tally's children swallowed a coin, another was able to perform CPR after learning the technique from his dad. The child was given a lifesaver award from the Boulder Police Department a few weeks for his efforts. He didn't have to go into policing. He had a profession before this, but he felt a higher calling. He loved his community. All right, cool. I'm the dick. He knew his community. He knew. Well, I don't even know. Like, I can't just be at this end. And for the people that are like, I'm pointing very far left, but I just mean at like one end of the spectrum and just be like, he was an amazing guy. I don't know. And he's everything that policing deserves and needs. I'm sure he was. In 2013, everything made headlines in the border. Ooh, he was learning to be a drone operator? President Joe Biden paid tribute to the fallen policeman, saying, Officer Tally did not hesitate in his duty, making the ultimate sacrifice in order to save lives. That's the definition of an American hero. Yep. Ricky Alt worked as a manager for supermarket chain King Supers. According to Facebook profile, she went to high school. That's good. And attended a nearby Front Range Community College. Nice. Her uncle Bob Olds told CNN that she was raped by her grandparents. Ricky baby. Bro, this is not the time to make fun of people. Ricky baby, you were taken too soon. I mean, to be fair, the thing was probably not that bad. I miss you dearly. Her boyfriend Jordan Alpha posted on Facebook. Are you Jordan? Are you Terry? Are you 51? No, I'm assuming this is Danny. Wait, who did the shooting? Stop showing me people that died. Even though it's sad. Alright, this is not a fun story. This is not 80 people died. 80 people is less sad than 5 or 6. Because we can know the 5 and 6 and actually humanize the story. That's not fun. How am I meant to have fun? The BBC is better when you sign an X. Shut the fuck up. Oh yeah, the uni was doing this as well. Colors, Brexit, coronavirus. That's it. I have to look at some Brexit news. I don't read the news, and I feel like, well, to an extent, I don't really care, but it's good to know some of this information. EU to begin legal action over NI protocol breach. Oof. UK exports to European Union drove 40% in January. That's not good. Turing scheme. What is the Erasmus replacement? Pardon. UK delays Brexit border checks on EU goods gain. They kind of have to, bro. Like, come on, just, just. I feel like you want to almost pretend it didn't happen for as long as you can, so things just somewhat work out. Basically, delaying, like delaying. Jesus Christ, you're delaying the inevitable, basically, right? And I official being sent to US Army UK 10. UK acted to prevent empty shelves. NI secretary. EU legal action imminent over UK extensions. Well, these are a lot of storylines I just read. The EU healthcare ocean that ended with Brexit. I really need to pick a storyline and stick with it. But let's just gloss over them. We'll pick the ones that are like super fun. Yay, tech. YouTube will recommend products shown in videos. Wow, I my buying experience would be so more efficient. Google fixes crashing. I don't care. C9. COVID-19 vaccine being sold in darknet. Well, I mean, are you surprised? Like, you could buy anything on darknet. But that's interesting. That's fun. Okay. Okay, so COVID-19 vaccines. Vaccine passports and fake negative test papers are being sold on the dark market. Price range between $500, so £360, and $750, which I can actually do the maths. Well, what's the half of 360? Would it be the half of 360? Not really. I don't think that's how conversion works, but whatever. Fake vaccination certificates are also being sold by anonymous traders for as little as $150. Researchers say there have been a sharp increase in vaccine-related darknet adverts, while the BBC have been unable to verify if the vaccines are real. Why can't you just buy some? Like, isn't that's journalism? Bro, that's journalism. It's low-key a little unethical. Not even, bro. Just how are you gonna do good journalism if you don't do some unethical stuff? You tell me, right? And you don't have to use the vaccine. Like, you can just. You're the BBC. How can you not have some form of channel of communication with the NHS or something like that, right? Just be like, look, we got these vaccines. At the same time, technically, they would need to test them, and you'd have to test each one individually, technically, right, to actually make sure they're safe. But if you do that, would that fuck with them? Can you just like test a little? You can probably just test a little bit, see if it's okay. unless because you have to check if they're fakes. Like you don't know. You can't just be like injecting people with darknet. Well, from a legal standpoint, you can't just inject people with darknet, you know, COVID vaccines. And to be fair, a lot of it is just Sputnik. That's an interesting. That's a fun name. You can't just inject people with that shit. You kind of need to test it. Just give it to some crackhead. It's like, does he have the antibodies now? Yes. He got free vaccine. You got your answers to your questions. Researchers at a cybersecurity company Checkpoint have monitored hacking forums and other marketplaces since January when vaccine adverts started to appear. Buy two, get one free? Well, you tell me that's not really good. That's a good deal. 150 Bitcoin? That's not possible. That's a lot, dude. That's money. All right, cool. Whatever. YouTuber quits app after associated accused of rape. Oh my dude. How is that technology? Musk denies Tesla are being used for spying in China. Just a little bit, maybe spying. To even the playing field, I'm sure China's spying on us. It's only fair. All's fair in love and war and espionage. Common cold can boot COVID out of cells? Really? Well, okay. Green plan to upgrade homes was botched. Aaron Blakovich, first water battle woke me up. There's a water battle? Yay! Resource wars! The name. The name. Actor Julia Roberts' sassy film portrayal of the single mom's key role in winning the largest settlement ever awarded at the time for a direct action lawsuit against Pacific Gas and Electric made her a household name. She did this without legal, medical, or scientific training. The cause alleged contamination of water with the carcinogen hexavalent chromium. Well, you know that's not good just from the name, right? Hinkley, woke me up. All right, cool. So this is some case about water plants. I was thinking it's more like water wars, like the like Mad Max. It's not Mad Max. The myth of the mutiny in space features. Divers risk danger to feed hunger for sea cucumbers. Jesus Christ, dude. Health. Well, this is coming out everywhere. Dude, that's below average for the first time since summer. That's good. And we still have. Well, when are things opening up? Let's actually do that. COVID opening times, opening dates. So, I know gyms open again on the 12th of April. Okay, so step one. Let's look at step one. Cool. So schools are open again. That's gonna be a somewhat big source, but like if the numbers are okay, we can actually look at the numbers. Corona. We're doing our own analysis, boys, based on numbers we don't even know if are real. But I'm gonna assume they're real. UK's number 6. How's America doing? Yeah, it's not the best. Brazil's still a bit fucked. That's a big death rate. Well, new death for today or yesterday. The UK, 112? 112? Bro, that's not even that bad. 126,000. All right, cool. 17, 33, 96, 101. All right, today is what, the 23rd. So like this is a week's worth of data right here. 141, 94, 101, 96, 33, 17, 112. Those are relatively low numbers, bro. Like 21st, 22nd, yesterday, 23rd today. Yeah, it is. So yesterday, only 17 people. Well, but we don't even know how many are in hospital. But like improvement, vast improvement. So schools being open, it seems they hasn't fucked things up really badly, which is good. Changes on, so these are upcoming changes. So business and activities and travel. So outdoor sports facilities such as tennis and basketball courts and open air swimming, they're going to be open. Pardon me, that was good. That's good. Travel, stay at home rule end on 20. People can travel again? Oh, okay, not bad. Business and activities, not before April 12th, but like April 12th. So gyms, hospitality, leisure centers, and all that good shit. Zoos, we can go to animal prison. Yay. As will most outdoor attractions and settings, including outdoor hospitality venues and zoos. All right, cool. That's fun. Oh, yay! Funeral's gonna have more people in it now. Not before May 17th. So even more business stuff, social contact. So you can see more people, maybe. Mm. Okay, by June 21st, that's when everything's like quasi back to normal. Legally, somewhat back to normal. Mentally, everyone will be autistic. Banksy painting raises 16 million for NHS charities. That's really cool, but at the same time, I, it's like it is nice. And art is cool. It's not worth 16 million. It's a very good painting, but I feel like a lot of people can do this. Oh, how dare you? This little fuck. He put Batman and Spider-Man in the trash and he's holding up a nurse. My mom's a nurse. She's not Batman or Superman. Yes, nurses are people too. That's very nice. Uplifting. The symbolism is very nice. She's a hero. Ha, that's good. Just a bunch of chimps. It's basically what the House of Lords is. For the people that can't see this, well, the first picture is a little boy holding a nurse with a cape, symbolizing that she's a superhero, whilst Batman and Spider-Man are in the trash. So this little boy is, holding her up. She's the real superhero, or like anyone in the medical profession, basically, is the real superhero. Or even explains it. Nice. Banksy. The other one is like the Parliament, but everyone's a chimp. It's a very good painting. It's very good. And these ones are like, well, this is just her being like, yes, I am a superhero. Well, that's cool. I feel like the fact that we need stuff like this is bad. Well, not bad. It's like, well, it basically represents the fact that people didn't value. Because why would you? Why would you value nurses when everything's going fine, right? Because like nurses, a lot of like nurses, people are not gonna like it, but to an extent, like police, if everything works well, like in this country is not the most bad thing. But anyway, like things like nurses, police, firemen, fucking whatever other like any like society like core societal needs. Like there's a building on fire, there's someone there, you're sick, there's someone there, you being stabbed. Hopefully there's someone there. Well, multiple people in terms of like the police and the NHS. Like what fucking like was gonna call them trash men. Jesus Christ. Like, not bin people. Bro, bin people? What are you? Bin men? Bin people? Huh. Bin man? What do you call a bin man? Waste collectors, garbage men, trash men, dust man, or bin man. Women could do this too. Hey, people, dust people. Okay, whatever. But like, they're the sort of people that are like required in a society, and you don't really praise them, even though you kind of should, because they're doing well a huge service. Like they're doing something, they're taking all the gunk. Well, the trash men are literally taking all the gunk out of the streets. Everything's nice. Basically, they're the core foundation with which society is built upon. So we could all function. So I can do my podcast. So you can be at home and like do whatever you're doing. Daughter. So yeah, they are heroes. The fact that this required, like, why don't people just give money straight to the NHS and shit like that? Well, government's retarded, so it's kind of like, hey. But like, how does this work? Oh, it's for NHS charities. Oh, okay, that makes a bit more sense. But still, do you need a painting to give money? Just give them money. Family and education. But like, that's a very, just give them money, very ass statement. Where is Erasmus? Erasmus. Erasmus. EU program for education and training. We're not part of the EU anymore. Here. Erasmus stands for European Community Action Scheme for the Mobility of University Students. That's me. It's a higher education exchange program for students, teachers, and institutions run in the UK by the British Council. Over 2 million students have done Erasmus since it started in 1978. 1987, bro. Come on, man. You can actually read. So me lazy. All right, fine. Black history to be mandatory in Welsh schools. I mean, Black history should be. It's not. Well, Black history is Black history, but it's also like history. So yes, getting more overall. Like you should understand how the country came to be, right? Like getting context to like your situation makes perfect sense. A level and GCSE results to be decided by teachers. That's not good. That's not good at all. That's for one, they're gonna be either very inflated or you're gonna have those dickhead teachers that are like, no, you're a failure. I'll keep you down. And literally the system will be fucking up. What does I call AirPods? Or like whatever the fuck they're called. Dude, it's such a fucking disgusting. Should university students get a refund? Oh man, I feel so bad. No, I don't even feel bad for universities. I just feel bad for the professors. They had to deal with us, a bunch of anxious retards. The university, I was gonna call them a bunch of money-hungry people, but like to an extent, I don't think that's wrong. And they're just stuck in the middle playing politics where they should be actually like contributing to the expansion of like human knowledge, not my email on like my 5th extension, please, or like their email on like make sure the kids do well, so make the exams super easy. Nah, the exams won't be super easy, but you get what I mean. Sam McKenzie, last year of university, has been spent inside his student flat, an experience that's left him isolated and overlooked. Yep. We've been screaming for support since this first term. There's such anger in students, he says, but there's been such a lack of response that everyone's grown more angry. More angry. Rabble. Ooh, I'm a biomed student. Another student. So Robbie Denby, second year biomedical science degree, which should give him hundreds of hours of hands-on laboratory experience. But so far this year, he says been in the lab for 2 hours. Hundreds of hours? Even when like the degree was normally running, I didn't get fucking hundreds of hours. I wish I did though. It really should be like that. any all of these like any science, bro. Science requires lab work. You can't just be like stuck inside. I can only read about the brain so much. Let me cut this shit up, and I will actually remember so much better because it's fun. Is a fun realistic? Refund realistic? Probably not. In Northern Ireland, to get up to a £500 payment. Oh, this is somewhat reasonable. An online petition for tuition fees to be cut from 9,250 to 3,000. I don't see why that's that bad. Well, I see why that's bad in terms of like from their perspective, that's less money for them. But like, is it that bad? Like, come on. Like, you can't like if you're gonna treat people well, if a university is basically making so much money off of you, they're basically a business, right? So we are customers. So us having certain standards is just like this is this is what happens when you make something like education, which is like a core foundational thing for a society, paid for. Because then it's like, well, then you just treat it like a business, and it doesn't have the same level of like, not grandiose, but like, it's not an institution anymore. It's a business. Like, it's an institution, but it's like, come on, dude. Like, if I'm paying for this, I'm expecting a certain higher level of education, right? And if I'm not getting it, then what am I paying for? Like, I'm paying you so I could be in debt later. That doesn't seem like a fair exchange. For what? Like, you don't even get access to like really unique information. If we got access to like top secret information that no one else in the world got it, I'll be like, cool. At least at least I have the secret codes, right? But we don't have the secret codes because it's all on the internet. So it's kind of like, I'm paying for nada. Boom! Wow. Not the best podcast, but my apologies, ladies and gentlemen. My brain is not as good as I thought it was going to be, but it is what it is. When it comes to, well, they won't come from university because they don't have the cash. It is the bad thing. Ah, dude, what can you do? A 50 million package to support students? What's the point of giving me £500? I mean, don't get me wrong, give me the £500. So what is likely to happen? Education Secretary Gavin Williamson wrote recently to the Office for Students, which is the regulator in England, recognizing that some students are worried about the quality of the tuition. Quality of the tuition. Okay. He instructed the OFS to take swift action. It's always swift. In the meantime, a further £50 million from the government going into hardship funds, bringing the deal. Where's my hardship fund? Give me my money. Gimme. What? I don't know. That's actually such a weird question. I was asked, well, not even asked. I was like told in a statement. Harvard referencing is a really dumbass thing. I'm like, do you know what? I've no reference for so long. I don't even know. But like, is it? Why? What this is what I mean? Stuff like this. Why are we complaining about referencing? Like, and it's a student. That's the thing that's like making me go like, okay. It's like we're complaining about referencing. Like, that's such a weird. To me, it's not such like. Is that really the biggest issue right now? Well, not even you need to have a big issue, but it's like you're causing yourself unnecessary stress. Whatever. I'm not being very funny right now. Hmm. Okay, cool. What can I do to make this, well, not even funnier, because this is just for me at this point. So what can I do to make this more productive? Well, for myself in terms of like somewhat comedy. Do 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 do. I'll open one of these up. Sticky notes. Ah, I'm trying to cover it with my hand. What? It's here. It's shown. This is like a fury. It's kind of, it's kind of funny as well because it's like all right, I might as well go into it. It's like I'm not sure, but like during the pandemic, I feel like I've been bashing way, 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 way too much, and I think that's been fucking me, like fucking with me. So there's always there's too much of a good thing, right? If masturbating can make you feel like it does, as in like making you feel bad. That's what I mean by. All right, cool. Let's actually break it down. Do girls have a natural mechanism or something to know how far along the process they are? In terms of like early in a relationship, you're likely to have a lot of sex, right? Is this like a natural mechanism for a girl to like take away your vitality to like keep you down? I did say kind of unlikely, but at the end. That's kind of funny. That's at least a funny sketch because I feel like a lot of guys feel that way. So it's commentary, sort of. I have to fix society. Yes, I'm a comedian. Doesn't like poor people are funny. So what am I gonna? What if everyone's funny? Why would anyone pay for me to be funny? I would have to be much, much, much funnier, which is hard. But like, another one about girls. Is like, let me actually set it up. I think it'll be, this is more of a sketch rather than a stand up. I even say that to myself. Like a bunch of girls grouped together like deer because I'm making fun of a sensitive topic. So the idea would be like me talking about a sensitive topic, X topic, and then be like, no, that's wrong. No, no. And like, they just bundle together like elbows, shoulders up to their ears, just like on a very defensive one, like very defensive angle, just like deer. And I'm like, just relax here. Shh, it's okay, it's okay. We can have this conversation. It's fine. Do you want some berries? Here's some berries. That's not bad. Well, let me know in the comments below what you think. Even though the people are going to be watching this, I know you personally, but for the YouTube algorithm, put it in the group. I mean, in the chat, which I don't even know if that's how it works. I kind of need to learn. Apparently, if you write articles and shit like that, it like makes you more popular on Google, which makes sense. COVID, the countries that nailed it. I just don't care. Fucking Iceland, South Korea. I was gonna say South Park. I still need to watch the episode actually. So we'll see. Oh, so I was going on my phone because I was gonna look at like some like stand up idea or like as in like just a funny joke or like premise that I can actually talk about. One of them, which is actually quite funny, is like ironically a lot of black people, well, a lot of like people like from African heritage, and I mean like African cultural heritage, not like African Americans, which they don't know their heritage that well. Nice one. Anyway, they view black cats as like bad juju and shit like that, which is basically the joke is like black people are just like, well, if black cats are bad juju, why are black people not bad juju? And like from what you can see what's happening in America and like over the world is like, well, if you're more likely to get shot, killed, and all that bad stuff, well, then you are by technicality bad juju, right? So like coming across a black person, like it's like if a black cat crosses your way, you can't, go that way because that's bad juju. Isn't that the same? I would. Mm, is that more of a bit Or like, as in, is that stand up? I feel like that's like stand up. I just need to like either you would make it into some sort of narrative, as in like, or like you'd actually just explain the logic, like I'm explaining the logic. I'm doing a poor job, but like, we're breaking it up. Or it might be, it's at least a funny line. It's like them showing prejudice to a black cat. That's bad juju. It's like, no, that's stupid. It's like, no, it's not stupid. Well, by that logic, you're bad juju. You're black. All the bad stuff that's been happening is bad juju. It's low key, well, low key. It's a little insensitive, but funny. Insensitive, bro. Come on. Is it that deep? Nah. So yeah, black people are a bad luck charms, which according to the data is sort of not wrong. That's actually good. Sort of, right? Uh well, this hasn't been the most super funny episodes, but like, I'm getting back in the swings of this. I worked out hard a couple of days ago, so my brain is still overheated. Excuses, excuses, excuses. But like, you know, like, subscribe, share, all that good shit. Yay. But at least I'm doing it, man. At least I'm actually like somewhat. Well, if I procrastinate for another 2 months, do you know what? Even if I do that, 4 episodes, I don't know if I'm master correct, but like 4 or 5 episodes is better than none. So we'll leave it at that, but we'll try to ramp it up. I'll try to add a bit more structure. Okay, let's actually think about it. What would I actually want to do? Well, I guess I'll stick with the news thing for a little bit, just because, well, I would actually low key, I mean, actually informing myself about the world. But I think I'm gonna do a lot more. Like, we can take like one of my ideas, like do it, like put it here, like on my thing. Like we can we can take this and we can like break it down and we can like see how it worked better as like a sketch, as a stand-up piece, as a one-off like quick witty joke in like a show or some shit. Like whatever, pardon me again, aspect of comedy that we can put it in or which fits best. But I guess if you're good at stand-up, it wouldn't matter, but we'll see. We can do that. So I'll just put it like, why am I using my hands? We can just put it here. Will be just the idea on top and just like just snowballing, just spitballing. We'll see. Try to increase, try to expand on it and all that good shit. I promise my brain will work better next time. Well, I can't promise that. Well, it's sort of within my capability. Well, within my control, but we'll see. All right, calm. Well, if you have actually been listening to this, thank you very much. If not, don't worry. It'll be more and more funny. All right. Bless. Peace. Did I do anything? I think I just like refreshed my page. So my cool outro has not become a cool outro, but